Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of solving one-variable equations, specifically solving equations that has a variable on both sides of the equal sign, and we'll do it in 5 minutes or less. So this looks a little bit strange because normally we are used to our coefficients being to the side of our variables. We're not used to seeing them down here in the denominator, so that makes this look a little bit strange, but we're going to kind of treat it the same way we would if it were 5x rather than x over 5. We need to isolate the variable, but first, before we can even pull the variable onto one side of the equation or the other, we've got to get them out of these fractions. So we're going to need to multiply both sides by something to get those denominators out of there, right? So if we were to multiply this left side by 5, well, that 5 times this 5 would work right here, but then it wouldn't really do much over there. It'd still leave something in the denominator. So what we need to do is look at our denominators, right? We're going to list our multiples, and you're going to see, oh, I see what we need to do. Yeah, let's go ahead and multiply by 10. So watch what happens when we multiply both sides by 10. We need to make sure we use the distributive property because we have to multiply everything by 10, not just these fractions. So first, we're going to multiply this. So this is going to be 10 times x over 5. Let's just go and distribute it out, minus 3 times 10. That's how it works. You just multiply everything in there by that 10 equals 10 times x over 10 plus 10 times 8. All right, so now that we've got that, we can go ahead and individually look at each of these, right? So 10 over 1 times x over 5, that's going to be 10x over 5, right? So those two cancel out. 5 goes into 10 twice, so really that's just going to be 2x. So 10 over 5 makes 2. That's going to be a little bit simpler. 3 times 10 is 30. And we got something working over here. Look at this. This is, if you look at it like this is going to be 10x over 10. 10 over 10 just cancels itself out. It's a 1. So really we're just left with x plus 10 times 8. That's going to make 80. Now that is something we can work with. Let's rewrite this over here. 10x minus 30 equals x plus 80. Much simpler. Now let's go ahead and let's move the x's over to the left. So let's subtract x from both sides, right? And that's going to get me x minus x is just going to give me nothing. So that's just going to give me an 80 on this side. 2x minus x just equals x. So that's going to be easy. I've got x minus 30 equals 80, right? And then I just need to add 30 to both sides. And we've got x equals 110. Let's look at another example. Sometimes the problem isn't that you have to get a fraction settled, but sometimes you just need to go ahead and distribute something out. We've got x's all over the place here. First, let's just go ahead and distribute this out right here. So let's see what that's going to be. 4x plus, so 3 times 2x is going to be 6x. And then that 3 times 6 is going to be 18. So what I've got here is 4x plus 6x plus 18. I'm going to leave my negative 8x plus 6. So I need to combine these, and we just add them. So 4x's plus 6x's, that equals 10x's. And now it looks like something we're familiar with. But sometimes you have to distribute something out for it to make sense. So let's just add 8x to both sides. So it's going to be 18x. That gets rid of that. So 18x plus 18 equals 6. Now we're going to subtract 18 from both sides. We're going to get 18x equals negative 12. Divide both sides by 18. And you're going to get x equals negative 2/3.